Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Well, it seems like ladies are taking another L, and what I mean by taking another L is that a man enters a all-female poker tournament and completely destroys them. So it seems this is another W for man, another L for women. Now, I am always for the W for men because we are constantly trashed consistently, and for some other reason, women always attack men for all kinds of crazy things, and they're never punished for it. So it makes me kind of, so unhappy this is happening, and then also somewhat sad because women don't have the ability to fight for their rights, apparently. We have this. The Muckman wins ladies event at WT Seminole Hard Rock Poker Showdown. On Saturday night, day 1B of the World Poker Tour, 3500 Seminole Hard Poker Showdown was taking place in the main ballroom at the Seminole Hard Rock in South Florida. Across the hall, event 48, number 48 to 50 ladies no limit hold'em was playing out. That tournament attracted 83 entries and offered up a $17,430 prize pool. Unfortunately, one of the competitors was a man, Dave Hughes, who wound up winning it for $5,555 per state law. Management is unable to bar a man from entering a ladies' event in Florida. Emily documented the whole ordeal on Twitter. Playing the WT ladies event today, and Dave is here, the only man filmed with permission. While we appreciate the dead money, I really wish men would get what these events stand for. So I put 300 bounty on his head, and Tamara and Noah Pritchard matched it. Let's get him.
Oh yes, all right.
So this is what we're seeing here.
And I don't know if you can tell here, he's the only guy in this ladies event. So I put a $300 bounty on his head, and then Tamra and her husband matched it. So there's a $600 bounty on his head. He's already busted twice, so we love him for that. Thank you, Dave. Good luck. Not really.
Others graciously contributed to the bounty, including Jeff Platt, Michael Burke, Jake Farrell, and Frank Shepard, and even Hughes himself. The spirit of this has been fun since we're here now, Kennedy said of the bounty. According to Kenny, Hughes began the heads-up matchup with the 6-1 chip lead and asked for the $100 back he contributed for his bounty. He's now down 301 chips, and it has asked completely disrespectfully to the dealer. Nice guy facade has crumbled. The victory did not sit well with many attendants, and understandably there was some harsh criticisms on social media. My apologies. As word spread throughout the poker community, many prominent members weighed in on the topic of men entering ladies' events. I love ladies-only poker events. I would have no problems with them having a men's only, and I wouldn't enter it as I would not qualify for it, said Poker Hall of Famer Linda Johnson. I would have no problem if they had a tournament for 26-year-old motorcycle riding Mohawk haircut seniors, and I wouldn't enter it because I wouldn't qualify. She continued. I don't think men should play in ladies-only tournaments. That said, I think there's a total overreaction to the few men who do enter. They're usually looking for attention, so why give it to them? Maybe we should just ignore them and play our best. This is just what my 2 cents, and you are welcome to your own thoughts on this. 70-year-old Dave entered a World Poker Tour ladies event at Seminole. The ladies plus internet gathered 52K plus bounty on him. He went on to win it. He's the ladies event champion. Thoughts on this whole thing? Now, here's what I have to say when they say, men shouldn't stick into their own circles. Well, here's the thing. Men have created their own circles and their own areas for that the men have created, right? Such as gyms and Twitch, for that matter. Here's what happens when women enter any male space at all. When women will enter a male space, and then sexualize it. Look what happened to Twitch. It was not sexualized. It was mostly a gaming platform, not with other stuff or IRL stuff. And then women enter it, either create IRL content, or they completely sexualize it with the hot tub stuff. Then we go into something else, to where women enter the gyms, and then the women are the ones that started it. It wasn't the men, it was the women. Women enter the gyms and sexualize themselves, and then try to get men shown as creeps, or use false accusations against them. You women entered a male space. You women created chaos. You women shouldn't be allowed due to your own reasoning and cause. You can't have it both ways, ladies. Either you let men into your sports or your spaces and face the ramifications of it, or don't enter men's spaces at all. Because I'm going to be honest, and I have seen this hundreds of times. where women always enter a space that is mostly male dominated and they make drama or BS so many times. As I said it with the hot tub streams, and where I've said it to where there was the gem situation, and then there's also this. I was in the scene. I was in the Rainbow Six scene. I'll probably talk about this more on an actual stream on kind of where I've been in the esports. Because it was since 2018, I may believe, is where I was entering esports. And with this, we had a Rainbow Six Siege team. And then with that being said, women created their own Rainbow Six CCCS, which was WCCCS. And that allowed women to only women to participate into it. When the CCS beforehand already allowed women, and women were championing or complaining that they were never allowed. That wasn't the case. Women were always allowed in the scene. They just never applied to a men's siege team or what have you. I have probably had maybe one female, probably one, most likely zero, where they never entered it. And then I had one where it was for League of Legends, where I had one female try to participate, and she flaked, didn't say anything. These are the common things that I've had dealt with women in particular when it came to esports or when they were entering men's spaces. They either treated it as a joke or they try to put their own stupid politics or policies into men's sphere and create a whole bunch of problems. This is the reality that you women have created when they enter men's space. So when a man enters this, you guys are gonna go start complaining? Okay. So, I understand this is a problem for women, alright? And I understand that women, you have this issue to where men are entering your sports or what have you, and they're taking over. I understand that. But you have to understand from a man's perspective as well. When you enter our space, you make everything worse for us. And when you enter that space, you're making advertisers not want to invest into Twitch. Twitch has made a whole bunch of horrible policies, so I don't think women are just the cause of it. But when you sexualize Twitch, when you have this type of stuff, investors or advertisers do not want to put into this type of stuff. It makes it bad for the audience. So when you do stuff like this, you are creating the problem. This is the reality that men face, and this is stuff that when men enter your space, because it's allowed, this is the issue that you would perceive. This is the issues that you have. You instead of this stuff, this being an issue for you or whatever, or your space being ruined or you sexualizing it. It's just we take over or we take over your entire thing. You guys don't necessarily get the great benefit of this, all right? Where you ruin what you enter. And this is what I'm pretty much trying to say. So I'll go on with the actual article here. So a guy won the ladies' event at Hard Rock and everyone pissed. I'm sure the guy's an asshole for sure. It's a dick move. But what I don't get is if the same guy decided he wanted to identify as a woman and then played, nobody would say shit about it. You'd all clam up. While the debate continues online, Kennedy did send out another tweet to bring it back to the true spirit of the event. Blasting connecting with all the women and who played the WT ladies event. Yesterday, I met so many embodied confidence members and had so many beautiful conversations and moments that this is what it's all about. So, yeah. So, this is not the first time this happened, because this ends tonight at midnight, and all that. But I understand this. But again, at the same time, what Matt Glantz says is correct. The far lefts are criticizing themselves. In the next video, we'll probably understand what I'm talking about too. Is that they are angry that a man enters this, right? The man enters this, and people are all angry and what have you about it. But again, you females, a lot of you, if not the majority of you, vote Democrat. So you allow this to happen. The reason why I'm slamming you females a lot in this specific video here is because you guys need what you probably won't ever do, but I'm trying to at least some of the viewers and some of the women that are on my channel, maybe I change the perspective, hopefully, is that you're the reason why your own stuff is collapsing and your own stuff is failing. You vote have mostly Democratic. And then when you see this happen and then you get angry that this is going on, you expect different results. You expect things to change, to make things better for yourself. I will never understand onto why women will have fought so hard for their rights, and their ability to essentially be what they are today, to essentially vote their rights away. I mean, that's what you're doing when you vote Democratic. You vote your rights away. You vote your safety away. And that's what I just don't understand when you women do this. I understand not all of you do, but the majority do because the majority vote Democrat. This is a problem. You need to fight back for what you fought for in the first place, and you just allow it to happen. It's insanity to me. So this is the reality. You enter spaces, men don't complain about it, but when men enter your space, you complain about it. Specifically, this here. This is not really something that I would say that is harmful. You guys should be able to compete at the same level as this guy here. I don't see where there's any ability to where there's a difference. But again, this is an issue that that seems to be pertaining to just women, and you need to be able to fight back. And until you do, you're never going to get your justice. You're never going to get your victories. You're never going to have your rights. You'll eventually lose them. It takes time. And what's hilarious is that you're just allowing to happen. Don't know what I can say about it. Alright guys, that's the video. Like, subscribe, share. As always, take care.